innovation work, we work with complex systems. It's part of our job. And so when we are telling stories about innovation, typically they fall into one of three categories. The first category is what's referred to as the Shine the Light story. The second is Become the Glue. And the third is a Weave the Web type of story. If out of one of our initiatives, we want to paint the vision for the future, we're going to lean into a Shine the Light type of story. Now, what does it mean to be a Shine the Light story? This is a type of story where you are painting a vision for the future. You have a vision for where an organization and entity should be moving and the reason why they need to be moving there, and ultimately in order to instigate the action that you desire out of that, what you need to enable is basically a story that allows and shines the light on all the fault lines of the existing system as it currently is. A Shine the Light story also, as a result of exposing those deficiencies, gives you the pathway to shine the light on the vision for the change that you're trying to influence. It's about starting to show and paint the picture, the glimmer of hope of how change specifically will address those fault lines and get the organization in a better position. So in the Shine the Light type of story, you essentially are starting to create a pathway for how an organization can move from point A to point B. So what doesn't work? Why is the organization not meeting the impact objectives that it has? And ultimately, you should be able to tell the narrative of how X vision really starts to address Y deficiencies. Now, the other thing that's really important that we typically will do with the Shine the Light type of story is we show scenarios. So we say, here's, the grand vision on the backside, if you will. But if as an organization you're not willing, ready, and able to achieve that, you can step back to get vision B or vision C. And so each of those three visions enable them to achieve their goals at a higher level than they are at that moment in time, but they get to choose which of those particular visions they step into with full gusto. My hope is that this video has inspired you to ask yourself, how can I be more strategic and intentional with my storytelling for innovation? I invite you to connect with me on LinkedIn. I love to have deeper conversations with people. And more specifically, I'd love to hear what's your one key takeaway from this session today.